Mana when you waideko Magadiko kumutu utauyu Kuti pano pano uraiwa Pano 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 pamunu pano Mana when you waideko.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know I've been away for the longest time, but that's because adulting has been happening to me, hey. Like, woof, I haven't been happening to it, it's been happening to me. And like, oh girl is a little bit overwhelmed. But I'm back because there's been a lot of shenanigans happening within the Zimbabwean community. Like, you leave for 1 month and everything is a shambles. So basically, if you're Zimbabwean or you have any Zimbabwean friends, or really if you have Wi-Fi, then you'll know that there's been so much drama happening between Stunner and Olinda. Some of us were just there on Facebook Live, enjoying our popcorns, and somebody's life was falling apart. If you don't know about what happened with Stunner and Olinda, first of all, and even Zimbabwean, but no. Secondly, I'm just gonna tell you, like, real quick, how everything went down. Basically, Olinda goes to Zim and finds out that Stunner's been cheating on her with a quote-unquote 18-year-old. Is that right? All of this because she found a phone case in her house. Because that's what side chicks do. They leave small things. Phone cases, bobby pins, the back of earrings, things that guys won't notice. But yay, your wife will find out and she will know that this is not my bobby pin. She showed us everything on Facebook Live. But anyways, so after this huge Facebook meltdown, next day we're seeing posts of Stunner and Olinda together eating chicken slice. Was it Nando's? No, on Stunner's paycheck was probably chicken slice. So now we're confused as the audience because now we're involved in this relationship. We're like, hey, have you guys decided to get back together? If so, we need a live feed of how you got back together because we are now emotionally invested in this relationship. You know what I mean? Next thing, she's back on Facebook Live. Damram, hand chadi. Stunner does an interview with Ruveneko claiming that, you know, I made a mistake and I've apologized to my wife for everything that happens and you know how marriage is and everything like that. Okay, we can't judge. I don't know how marriage is. Hopefully, never will. We're thinking things have been resolved. Everything is better now, right? Wrong. Olinda comes back to England, finds out something else. I don't know what it is. So anyways, we see Olinda. Bags packed. She's talking about she's going back to Zim so she can pick up all her stuff because she's done with Stunner now. You know, I am completely done. The pets I am on you. And the chadi neshrake. No dango down no tora rangu. Stunner ne usim kuda rangu. Olinda goes back to Zim and gets all her stuff. Now she's back in England. She puts her UK SIM card into the phone that she had given to the husband, who had given it to the side chick. Stay with me. And then WhatsApp snitches once again and shows all the messages that have been sent to this girl. So now she's scrolling through. My girl finds out that side chick was pregnant. Side chick got an abortion and pretended like it was a miscarriage, and everything is just a shambles. In light of the whole Olinda and Stunner situation, there's 3 things that come to mind for me as issues. First of all, it's this whole thing about Zimbabwean men being quote-unquote kept by women in the diaspora. How do I feel about it? To be honest, love makes you do a lot of things. Like, I am not one to judge. Wouldn't be me. But you know, I don't think it's as big an issue as people say, because if it was a guy that was supporting his woman in Zim, then it would be honorable. So women can't do the same. in my mind, I just feel like she felt like, okay, this is my husband. We're building something together. If you flourishing, I'm flourishing. I just think that when things go sideways, you can't now then throw things in someone's face and be like, listen, I bought this and I bought that and I did all this for you. Because when you were doing it out of love. Love doesn't keep score. That's why I'm not in it. Hello. And the second thing is social media. Guys, I love it and I hate it at the same time, because suddenly people just invite other people into their relationships. Like in this situation, yeah, it's pretty extreme because, yeah, well, she's on Facebook Live with everything going on and trying to commit suicide and, you know, being hashtag dramatic about it. But the same applies when people are fighting on Twitter and doing all these subtweeting thingies. Basically, you're inviting people like me into your relationship to give commentary on it, even though we don't know you from Adam. And that's just like, but why though? Because really, these people don't care about you. Yeah, it's quote-unquote friends on social media, but they're not your friends. And most of them are happy you have these problems because then it's entertaining. Yesterday, I didn't even go to the club because I was busy watching Olinda on Facebook Live. Like, I'd really rather be doing that than be in the club because it was so entertaining, you guys. Now, I know a lot of women have been in the situation that Olinda is in, regardless of the comments part of Facebook where everybody's trying to act all holier than thou, like they've never been through anything this similar. But I can personally say that it's never the girl's problem. Okay, context. Last night on the Facebook ting, Olinda now decides she's not just calling Stunner because Stunner ain't answering them phone calls. That's the smartest thing he's done since, to not answer the phone calls, because you know it's gonna be Holy Ghost fire being spat out of her mouth. And since she had the girls' phone contacts, she was now calling the girls' friends' moms, trying to get the girls' mom's number and all this stuff. Here's my problem. This girl doesn't owe you anything. Like, she doesn't owe you any loyalty. She doesn't owe you any explanation, because ultimately, she was only in your relationship because your man invited her into it. Like, I mean, do I even need to say more than that? And in a lot of situations, women are always wanting to go and attack the girl. But no, boo-boo. Your man, dear Daiso, dear puta mushawenyu, wawaka badarira, which we know now. The last thing that I wanted to talk about was this whole thing about your man's friends and your man's family are not your friends and they're not your family. Because they will be holding his hand and taking him to go cheat on you. That time, you thinking, oh, because he's with Bobby, he's gonna be safe. Bobby is not your friend, though. Bobby is Tommy's friend. So when Tommy sees somebody that he likes, Bobby's gonna be playing wingman to Tommy instead of being, you know, wingman to Olinda. Like, they don't owe you any loyalty. So yesterday, when Olinda was calling Auntie Kiri, Achiti, hey, Tete Kiri, I'm very disappointed. Like, I get it, it hurts, but ultimately, she doesn't owe you anything either. I'm gonna close by saying this. Heartbreak is hard. It's hard on everybody. But don't put it out there for everybody to see, because then you're just inviting us to comment on it. Don't be calling people who are not involved, who have no loyalty to you, because they don't owe you anything. The person you should be talking to is your manda. So the moral of today's story is, thank you for Facebook Live, because now we can comment on things that are not our business.
Mwana wanu yumupate yanokwara ndine mazingo sabente ndomtadza kufara ndogona uchinjakara munhu uya ndimuzive kani mimi muri kundimara.